Cathal, last weekend the Dalkey Lobster Festival was held in Dalkey and you had a protest at it. I have to say that if it wasn't for the video I saw of your protest, that I would not have been aware that this lobster festival was taking place. And I have never heard of the Dalkey Lobster Festival or indeed any lobster festival before last weekend. Can you tell me first of all, Cathal, what you know of the Dalkey Lobster Festival and the history behind it?
Well, I know it's been running a few years, and I actually just became aware of it myself there just a couple of days before the festival was on itself. So I said to myself, like heck, I said, definitely I'm going to get out to this on the Sunday, and I was going to do a demo myself. So I brought a cameraman along with me, and we staged the demo there. It was actually very effective. We disrupted the festival. We got basically a video for YouTube that went viral within 24 hours. It was flying high. So, look, we made an impression. We're not going to be we in the Party for Animal Welfare are not going to be standing for allowing evil happen to innocent animals. We're not going to tolerate lobsters being boiled alive. And we're going to be taking a stand against this government because we are sick and tired of the government because they only respond to things when it affects the bank balance. They don't care about anything of morality. They don't give a damn about animals. All they care about is themselves. They're selfish little creeps. And why they get into politics, I do not know. Because fact is, these lobsters were being boiled alive before they were being served up out of this Dalkey Lobster Festival. They were being boiled alive, and there were hundreds of people marching up and down the road thinking this was some festive occasion where they can have a little party about this. Well, we in the Party for Animal Welfare won't stand for this, and we'll be taking a demonstration, and we'll be doing it non-stop. Any animal abuse we're going to be standing up to, and we're going to be putting it up to the government, because we're not going to have the government. They're a shameful shar, and we're just sick to our back teeth of them.
Okay. After a while at your demo last Sunday, two Gardaí approached you, didn't they?
Yeah, towards the end of it, a couple of guards came up to us. Now, the thing about it is, they were just doing their job, but as they walked me away, they did actually say that to me, look, we just have to do this. I actually agree with what you're doing. You know, I'm just doing my job, and I have to lead you off the site because this is just what he has to do. So, look, a ton of people, the vast majority of people in this country fully agree with me and fully agree with the Party for Animal Welfare stance on this. So the fact is, we need to shake up the government, you know.
Okay. How long do you think you were speaking into the microphone before you were stopped by the two Gardaí, Cathal?
Actually, it nearly surprised me because I knew the guards were at the event. So it was about 5-6 minutes before the guards even approached us. So I was actually surprised.
And the camera person was with you, was from the Party for Animal Welfare as well, were they?
No, he wasn't in the Party for Animal Welfare, but look, he was a friend of mine who did me a favour, you know. So he obviously cares about animals, and he just came out and did a recording for me. Look, it was effective.
I have to say, I think you were brave in standing up to all these attendees at the festival and right in the heart of the festival. And what I found remarkable, like, while we're doing this interview, is because it was in effect a one-man demo. So I think you're very brave. You know, this interview we're recording today is for Tony's program, but I will share the link to your video on the podcast. I was reading for a search for our interview today, Cathal, that some countries around the world have laws on the issue of boiling lobsters, and most recently the Labour government in England, as opposed to the whole UK, in England are planning to do the same thing. These policies in these countries are not the exact same in each country, but in England it is planned that lobsters will have to be, quote, be humanely killed or rendered insensible first before they are boiled. I don't know what, quote, rendered insensible at first means, but this kind of policy that is coming into the UK is, I imagine, a welcome improvement in your view, is it?
Well, look, it's a step in the right direction, but they should be making sure that they take this action with immediate effect. Like, they shouldn't be stalling us. But basically, this has to come in EU-wide and around the world. We can't be tolerant of of evil abuses done to animals. Just because they can't speak up for themselves, these animals, does not mean we just throw them to one side. And I'm just sick and tired of them, because the fact is, I know I go, but I just get so angry at the government because they don't give a damn about anything but money. And that's just what's sick.
I think, just as an observer, I think it could be more likely if this policy was to come into Ireland, that it could be more likely to happen through the EU than at Irish government level. What do you think of that?
I think you're probably right, but look, we're just going to keep pressuring the Irish government. We have to try and get at them. It's just they're such a frustrating bunch of creeps, to be honest, to deal with, and we're just going to keep pressuring them. But the fact is, we have devised a plan. Look, we're going to be doing more confrontational videos, because this is what makes an impact. Approaching the government with surveys or with petitions, they just dismiss them. We're going through the social media avenue. We're going to be making a big impact that way, and we're going to hammer the message home, and we're going to be very much in your face. And we in the Party for Animal Welfare, we're going to be a constant irritant on government ministers. We're going to really get up their nose, and we're going to irritate them and shame them and just get right up their nose. And that's our intentions,